So friend, welcome back to our YouTube channel CodeWithPatel. So our previous video we just learned how to initialize our provider within our app. Okay. So now today I'm going to teach you how to uh, call a async function and how to run a timer and also how to change the value using the any button or click event, something like that. So friend, let's begin our today session. So friend, basically what we have to do, we just create a button for a click event. So I'm using a cappuccino button. You can choose any button like text button and elevated button, something like that. Okay. Put the name list, press event. Okay. And on press, I call a function here. Okay. That's fine. Then we just go to our app state. App state basically extend a change notifier and it's our provider class. So first we have to update our value. So we create a function update temp. Temp is basically take a value which is initially initialized as a 30, which is integer, and I am passing another value inside the parameter of this function. And after this, I update the value of the temp. And at the last, notify listener. This is the most important part for updating your provider. Okay, that's fine. And now I'm calling that provider here our on press event. So our previous video, I create two ways for calling a provider. So you can choose any of this way, but I am commit this first way and only choose the second way via the consumer. Okay, that's fine. After all, we use the name of the provider and just call a function. And here I have to pass a integer value. So I'm passing the 100. Okay, and after all semicolon. And now that's fine. Okay, I write the const value to remove the warning. Fine. Just auto reload. Seems good, but button is not shown properly, so I give the color dot gray. Good. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not focusing on the UI part. I'm just showing the functionality currently. Okay. So whenever we click, you see the value will be changed to 30 to 100. Okay. Now I'm changing this value to 200. Now it's changing to 200. Okay. Whenever you pass any other value, so it's changing automatically. Why this update temp? Okay. And change the temp value. Fine. So I give some height to provide the space between the bottom and the text. So friend, now I'm created a timer for you. So I'm showing the how to create a timer via using the provider. Okay, I just comment the timer function and take a initial value and give the name is this value is start. After all, I create a function which is basically return type is nothing. So I put the void and after all I just give the name update start and pass the parameter int value as a start. First, I have to update this start value which we initialize first. So this dot start I use and after all the parameter value assigned to this. That's fine. Okay, this is the basically for the update the start value. And now I'm getting function for the timer. So timer there is a function inside the dart name is timer and I need a loop. So it's calling again and again by itself. So we use the periodic function, and periodic needs two parameters. First one is the duration, and second one is the void callback, which have a parameter with timer. Timer, we can set any value which is returned by the duration according to the first parameter. That's fine. So inside this function, I just simply go to the timer and use tick. Okay. Every time it's written plus one value after the periodic. Okay. So come back to our widget, and here I just remove this functionality and put our functionality here for the timer. Provider value dot get timer. Fine. And change the text value as a start. Initially it is 0, but when we will click this value, it will be changed. So you see this screen, and I press the button. Boom. Okay. Now a timer is started, and it continuously update his value via the provider. Okay, it's good. So you can write any timer inside your code. So friend, now I'm moving to the another part, like how we can call a sync function inside our provider. So, I'm showing a simple example. I take a string with the name CodeWithPatel, and after all, I'm use same process for updating this string. I create a function and just pass the parameter to update this name value. Okay, and at the last, I use the notify listener for updating and listening any changes. And after all, we just use a future return type value, and we provide a void functionality because every time we just use the void, we do not have any we do not want any type of data right now as a return type. We have also a function like future.delay. It's also have two parameters. First one is the duration, and second one is the void callback function. And after all, whenever we this duration will be complete, the function will be executed. Okay. At the end, I just pass the name of any parameter, and at the last inside the function, we just update that name. Okay, that's fine. Process will be same. I'm changing the test widget with their name, and after all, in the press event, I just called that function for changing the name, and I'm passing the value here. Just update after 5 seconds. Okay, or restart. So you can see that initially the name of the value of the name is code with Patel. Whenever we press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's it. Basically, it's take the almost 5 seconds. So every time after 5 seconds, the value will be changed. Basically, what we do, we just hold the function, and after press event, it's executing the function. Okay, friends. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Please stay with us. Please like and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for the latest update. Thank you.